This is Rene Enriquez. Nickname Blackhand of the Mexican Mafia. Prison gang politics.
Hey folks, my name's Rene Enriquez. Welcome to another episode of Uncensored. And we are going to continue with another profile on Sana Ojeda. It's the Christmas season, right? And what did they used to call Sana? Santa Claus, because of his white beard. But this rolls back into Operation Black Flag, and it rolls into another operation, Operation Big Cat. So they're all interrelated. Remember I said that they were all Byzantinian. This case is no different, right? So Operation Black Flag was based on the war for Orange County between Mando Moreno and Sana Ojeda. The investigation occurred from October 2008 to July 2011, and it was Santa Ana PD, Orange County Sheriff's Department, FBI, ATF, DOJ, Orange County District Attorney's Office, and the California Department of Corrections that were investigating these individuals, and it involved 6 carnales, Sana Ojeda, Big Joe Castellon, Big Joe from Alley Boys, Armando Moreno from Hard Times, Champ Mendez from F Troop, George Mad Chavez from OBC, and Musclehead Mike. And each of them were mentioned in this investigation during calls or participated in calls. We are going to run a call on Sana Ojeda because each of you have been asking about, do you have any calls on Sana? I do have one call on Sana. So I'm going to run that call in a minute, but I want to give you a little background on this. Remember that Mando was warring with Sana, and Sana attempted to take over the county jail. Mando attempted to take over the county jail and actually lost some control to Mando while Mando was putting out his edicts, right? He was there, he was in the county, and he successfully wrested some control of the county jail away. And a lot of camaradas were injured behind it. A lot of sureños, a lot of camaradas and associates were caught up and forced to pick sides. Even IRC staff at Maine were asking individuals that came in who they supported, either Sana or Mando, and they would separate them in a sense to understand, where they were from, or where they stood. So from the 1970s, Ojeda had control of all Mexican Mafia activities in the county jail, and Ojeda is the only Mexican Mafia member to have his own county. He went by the moniker Sana, Big Homie, Santa Claus, Old Man, the Goat, and Pilar. And he was previously housed at Colorado, USP Colorado, federal maximum security prison, known as Florence. There's some historic pictures of Sana. He was one of the founding members. I'll show those to you now. Previously, Sana had his brother Eddie Ojos Ojeda, handling business for him. As a result of terminal cancer, Eddie died in 5/28/2010 of terminal cancer. It was then that Sluggo Aguilar took over the reins for him, and Sluggo handled it well. He handled the communications well and operations well for Sana Ojeda. Even during the war, he stood firm in his support of Sana Ojeda, and Sana Ojeda unwaveringly went after anybody who opposed his authority. In fact, I'm going to run that call now and let you hear the conversation between Sana Ojeda and Sluggo Aguilar.
Is your commander that's in the condal?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. He's bullshit, man. He's straight up bullshit, man. You know what I mean?
Ah.
You know what I mean? Yo conozco a su jefe. El vato estaba cagando todo el palo, you know what I mean? And he ran with that picture. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, la verga, just, you know, don't arrest his fucking neck, man.
Okay, and another thing, okay, I talked to Abato from the Callejon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and este vato, the hard times guy?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, vale verga, no.
Okay, but the vato from the Callejon wants to know, you know, is that just a miscommunication, or, you know, is there more attention that needs to be put on the matter? I mean,
Yeah. Ese vato es callejón a la verga, you know what I mean? I mean, the hard times.
Yeah, okay.
Vale verga, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Okay, then.
All right. Okay.
Then, you know, that's pretty basic.
Yeah,
you know.
you know, I mean,
So there you have the call. You hear Sana himself talking about Mando from Orange County, Mando from Hard Times. It was here that they found out, at this point in time, that they found out that Mando was formerly a Crip. In fact, in the pictures displayed here, you'll see that he had HC on the back of his left bicep, and that stood for Hoodlum Crip. This was when he was arrested for the stabbing of two Sureños. He later converted that HC for Hoodlum Crip after he became a Sureño and joined Hard Times. I mean, it was pretty crafty of him to change the tattoo up. It looks natural. But it was solidified in this booking, this booking slip that came through in Discovery. Mando Moreno wrote it in his own hand. Armando Moreno Jr., he wrote his gang affiliation. This is an FI card. It's actually a card classification information, a ward classification information sheet. And he identifies himself as a Hoodlum Crip, and his name was Boxer. And this was damning for him. This is the end of the road for Mando from Hard Times. This is all they needed to push it through to all the other carnales, that this guy was a Crip before, you know, and Sana essentially won the war because, I mean, by all estimations, Mando, as a carnal, had a right to claim part of the territory that Sana claimed for himself. Because that in and of itself is unheard of, for one carnal to control the whole county and no other carnales to have word in it or share in the profits. It was just unheard of, right? So during this war, and this is discovered, Mando's doing the right thing as a carnal, but when the boom drops and they find out he's a Crip, it's over for him. No matter how right he was, he's no longer right. You know, and Sana ruled with an iron fist. He ruled with an iron fist. He controlled with an iron fist. He utilized a number of individuals who were loyal to him for quite a while. You know, and this investigation was extensive, right? It was extensive. In fact, there were a total of 160 suspects, including 4 Mexican Mafia members indicted, 5 mentioned MM members. 50 weapons were bought during the course of Operation Black Flag, 13 handguns, 17 semi-automatic rifles, AR-15s, etc., 4 shotguns, 1 was sawed off, 11 automatic handguns and rifles, an AK-47, an M16, and a Japanese machine gun. In the state, there were 9 suspects that had pled guilty for a total of 100 years. Federal suspects, 10 suspects had pled guilty for 160 years. And the stats were that multiple pounds of heroin, multiple pounds of cocaine, multiple pounds of meth, 28,400 in currency were seized, 2 houses were seized, and 8 vehicles were seized. It doesn't seem like much, but consider the volume of calls that were just out there for the taking. There were approximately 2,000 Orange County jail phone calls and approximately 800 federal prison calls. And that's with no reasonable expectation of privacy. That's when you hear the recording. Your call is being monitored. You call from jail, there's no reasonable expectation of privacy. On top of that, the feds got a T3, a Title III, a wire. They fill out an affidavit for the wire, and they monitored 77,800 phone calls. And as a result of this investigation, Black Flag, 30 potential homicides were prevented in custody due to intel or confiscated kites obtained by the gang unit at Orange County Main Central Jail at the Lacey. So it was extensive. I mean, this rolled off to multiple investigations. This war was not a small thing. And to hear Sana speaking about Mando in such a way that's aggressive, that he's no good, he's bullshit. He mistakenly says that at Callejon, he talks about Callejon, right? That's Big Joe from the Alley Boys. He mistakenly says, no, he's bullshit, right? But then he corrects himself immediately. Callejon means alley, right? Like it's an alley in Spanish, right? So they're speaking directly about Big Joe from Alley Boys, right? So I hope you enjoyed the call, the graphics involved here, and some of the things that we revealed about Mando Moreno, including the report that doomed him. Hope you enjoyed this. More to come, folks. We got some more Orange County material coming. Again, Sana Ojeda ruled with an iron fist. He ruled the county for decades and did so until his death, which is unprecedented in the organization. You know, he's a figurehead of Orange County. He's the Godfather of Orange County, if you will. I've never heard him called that, but I mean, in the literal sense, he was. And you have to respect what he accomplished in terms of the organization and organizing Orange County. He's the first guy that started calling gang meetings in Orange County at Salvador Park. And that same template was replicated by LA to stop the drive-bys. So a lot of what Sana did was groundbreaking. It was groundbreaking for the organization. And the Los Angeles faction of the organization replicated that behavior and brought it to the success in the program today, the taxation program, because Sana had it going on for a while. And the Los Angeles just picked up and expounded on it. So I hope you Orange County guys are happy with the content. With that said, folks, appreciate if you leave a comment, like, subscribe, share with a friend, hit that hype button. Most importantly, hype, hype, hype. We'll have more coming soon. With that said, peace out, folks.
This is Rene Enriquez. Nickname Bloodshed.